The High Court of Zimbabwe in Bulawayo has sentenced 3 Beat Bridge-based soldiers, Nkabutho Khoza, Emmanuel Kandadzanwa, and Oscar Mutambaisai, for the killing of Zion Christian Church member Gervas Mosvina in July 2019. Mosvina and fellow congregants had gathered at their church shrine, located approximately 700 meters from the International Organization for Migration, IOM, offices and opposite the Beat Bridge airstrip, where they intended to hold an all-night prayer session in the bush. Originally charged with murder, the trio was convicted of culpable homicide by Justice Nazon Chivayo, who sentenced them to 8 years in prison. However, the judge suspended 3 years of the sentence for 5 years on the condition that the 3 do not commit a similar offense during that period, leaving them with 5 effective years to serve. In delivering the sentence, Justice Chivayo stressed that uniformed personnel, particularly those trained in or legally permitted to carry firearms, must never misuse such weapons in civilian settings unless in a war situation. He said, "This court, therefore, frowns at people who remove God-given gift of life." In this case, the mission of the offenders was to arrest smugglers in the event that they were smugglers. It has turned out that there was nothing related to any smuggling that was taking place. The deceased died clinging to his Bible and a church stuff through the negligence of the accused. The sentence this court is going to deliver is such that a clear message must be sent to people out there that those who happen to be trained or those who happen to be in possession of firearms legally, they must never use them unless if it's a war setup. Khoza denied the allegations, telling the court that the firearm discharged accidentally during a scuffle with one of the congregants, whom he suspected of being a smuggler. He claimed the group had turned hostile and thrown stones at him, one of which struck him in the right eye. Kandadzanwa and Mutambaisai, his co-accused, stated in their defense that they were not armed on the night in question. However, Justice Nazon Chivayo found that the 3 acted in common purpose, ultimately resulting in the death of Mosvina. According to prosecutors, on July 27, 2019, Mosvina, his wife, and fellow Zion Christian Church, ZCC, members from different parts of Beat Bridge boarded a Toyota Wish driven by fellow congregant Sundarai Zidia, en route to their church shrine for an all-night prayer session. The shrine, located approximately 700 meters from the IOM offices and opposite the Beat Bridge airstrip, was their destination. At around 7:30 p.m., the group parked the vehicle about 28 meters from the shrine and began disembarking. At that moment, the 3 soldiers, dressed in military camouflage, emerged from the darkness. Khoza was armed with a service AK-47 rifle. The soldiers reportedly suspected the group of smuggling cigarettes into South Africa through an illegal crossing point. Without identifying themselves, the soldiers ordered everyone to lie on the ground. When Mosvina and others resisted, Khoza fired 2 shots from his rifle. One of the bullets struck Mosvina in the back and exited through the left side of his chest, killing him instantly.